Hey everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back to Season 4, Episode 11. So here we are, just after the previous episode. I'm recording this, so I hopefully don't have any more backing up and not releasing of stuff. I'll have a little bit of a backlog to work off of. So I didn't actually start any of the constructions I was talking about in the previous episode, namely this army camp was going to cost 100,000 elixir, going up to level 4, take 8 hours. 8 hours? Yeah, 8 hours. And then the other alternative would be either this cannon for 100,000 gold on this side and taking 12 hours, or this archer tower. Both of them are level 5, taking a bit more gold, 180,000, and taking a full day. So we'll see. I have enough resources for both of those. Well, I guess all three of those, and I could start all of them right now. So I could start one. Should I? Yeah, you know what? Let's start a defensive one, spend the gold, and then I can spend any other gold I find on walls, which is always a great way to spend gold. Okay then, so should I do the archer tower or the cannon? Because I've got the archer tower, it's going to take longer, and I've got the gold, and it's more expensive. I think I'm just going to start it now. It's a one-dayer, and I know I'll be around about one day from when I'm recording, just given my personal habits. So hopefully I'll be online again to start this. Start the work around something new at that point in time. So personally, it's a good time as well. So bam, off that goes, and that brings down to 230,000 gold. So let's queue up another army and then go on the attack once more. So I had, let's see, what was it? It was a giant and healer. I think I need 7 in each. I think I only did 6 in that previous one. So let's queue up these guys and then we can head on out. So in the previous video, I mentioned that I felt like I was at a little low trophy count, and I think I just said I was. But honestly, I feel like I'm pretty high right now looking at my trophy count. I'm nearly 1,100. Although that does mean I will be finding lots of people who are trying to get the 1250 trophies and have very competitive bases. So that will tie into things. So this trophy count will be more active players on average. So yes, I could try to go a little lower, but you know what? I think that might backfire, so I'd rather just stay high and look for some of the harder bases that up-and-coming Town Hall 5s and 6s won't be able to attack, who are people who are still trying to get their 1250 trophies. There's a good one right off the bat. It's only a Town Hall 5, but man, are their collectors and mines high level. So all those golds are level 10s, and 2 of those elixirs are level 10s as well, resulting in them having a very nice 111,000 gold. Also would be very easy to attack. Their defenses are fine for their level, really. Cannons, I think, are a bit low. Archer towers are fine, though. And they've got, like, their walls maxed. But the thing is, I'm 2 Town Hall levels higher, so you know what? This is sort of like stomping on the ant, so we are going to attack this. That one archer is to check for clan castle guys. Once again, I consider it sort of unlikely that they would have any, given their tombstones that are around. Drop 2 wall breakers that will target the corner wall just to help out. The guys will attack this cannon and then move on to the air defense, and then I can deploy my healer as soon as this air defense is nearly down. Close enough. See, didn't even get any shots off. A couple archers to help out with the archer tower. Actually, I'm going to do a couple more. Because it's through a wall, I really want to go down fast. Fortunately, the giants decided not to attack the wall to get it. I probably should have deployed my archers faster just to make sure that didn't happen. Looks like this wizard tower and stuff was close enough to attract them over, though, so good stuff right there. These defenses should not pose much of a problem. This one cannon inside the wall will be a bit slower to get to, but one cannon versus that many giants and a healer backing them up, yeah, not a problem at all. So as you can see, the archers are working their way around. With one gold mine right there down, we had gotten about 11,000 gold. So that shows that about 50,000 of their gold, or half the amount we can steal, is in the storage, or is in the mines, and the other half is going to be in these medium full-looking storages from the animation. Same should be true for the elixirs, although 2 of the elixirs are under construction, which means there will be no resources available from them, which sort of goes towards explaining why there isn't as much available as in terms of gold. But there goes the last defense right there, and with a minute and a half, no need to deploy anymore, guys. Check the corners for any buildings, and looking good. Once again, just not using very many guys will help us on building up our elixir count, and that will help us with upgrades upgrading our troops, especially with the researching costs. Those are all getting pretty expensive, costing about $750,000. We're going to upgrade my elixir collector or elixir storage soon because it is only able of holding 1 million at current. We can upgrade it to the top level, level 11, and store a total of 2 million in it soon, but that will cost take a couple days and a couple thousand gold. As in, I think it's about 500,000 gold, which is sort of steep on the price, but you know what? It works out. So right there, we've got all the resources because these last two buildings don't have any in them, and obviously the workers' hut and barracks doesn't have any in them either. So there's this 16-hour shield for us doing 90% damage, and we are going to wrap this up just in time to get 3 stars. So raise our trophy count a little bit, see if we can find some better matches up a little higher. Not that that was a bad match in any way. 111 gold is certainly nothing to be sad about, nor is 90,000 elixir. So let's run on home with those 23 trophies and look at least one more attack. I think I might be able to fit another attack into the end of this video. We'll see how long it goes before, by the time I get down to watching another defense on our base. We'll see. Let's see how long these guys are going. Okay, 9 more minutes? We'll see. It looks like we've got 1 extra archer, so I'm going to... Oh, no. Do we need more? Thinking. I'll be back in a second once I figure this out, guys. Okay, guys, we're back, and I figured out what was confusing me, and that was the fact that I was a little low in the barbarians. I was surprised that I had so many archers queued up, and I'd also forgotten about queuing the wall breakers, which I had expended. So we've got 3 more attacks here. This bottom one here is a revenge. So I'm actually very curious to look at this, because this means they got to tailor their army specifically for our base. So, very interesting to see what they did here. They clearly went with the heavy goblin. So basically it looks like everything was intended to distract, and the goblins intended to clean up. From the relatively low amount of gold stolen, I'm going to assume that they either attacked into empty gold storages, or they only got into the elixir storage before the wizard tower probably cleaned them up. The goblins, that is. But you know what? Let's see. With this many giants, I mean, it's a lot, but I don't think they're going to be very good against our base. Between the spring traps and the defenses, I think we're pretty set against giants. As you can see, the wizard tower, the mortar, and the cannon are all under construction. I'm curious where these wall breakers are going to come into. Okay, right there's one. Sort of unnecessary, considering the giants finally just broken through the walls. More worthless wall breakers. Really worthless. Okay, there they go towards the center, finally. That took 10 guys to do, though, so... questionable. Okay, so let's see. Where are those goblins? Now would probably be a great time when everything's distracted. Okay, good. I would not deploy all of them. I think that he might have a couple more in reserve. As you can see, the gold mines and elixir collectors are relatively full, so there they go towards the center. Yeah, if he had deployed them faster, it would have... the giants would have still been alive and distracting stuff. Okay, from the amount of damage they're doing, clearly the gold mine was rather empty, but you know what? He pulled off his objective, which was get into the center. Is he able to kill it? No, he's getting pretty close, though. So, okay, good job for that. So I'm going to... okay, it would have been, 1, a lot more effective if he had brought them in earlier. And 2, it would have been a lot more effective if he had realized, look at this. These elixir collectors, they're nearly full. That's like the sort of 70 to 90% full state right there. I'm not sure what the animation exactly means. Same with the gold mines, though. Basically, a lot of the resources that were available to be stolen were actually in those, which he completely neglected to try to get. So he probably could have gotten a lot more resources if he had had a couple archers on that side when the giants were up in the middle, or a couple more goblins especially. But he didn't do that. Also would have been more effective if he had deployed those goblins earlier when the giants were still alive. Like I mentioned, the giants ended up taking a lot of fire from all over. He might have been hoping they would clean up stuff around. One huge problem with his attack, though, which ended up not actually hurting him, was the fact that he was completely unprepared for Clan Castle guys. Maybe he had a lightning spell, but the fact that I did not have any Clan Castle archers really saved him. If you think about it, wall breakers, giants, and goblins, none of them will attack archers that are coming out of my clan castle. So, clearly if I had had my clan castle, well, not even filled up, just had any guys in it whatsoever, that would have been quite the effective defense for killing those initial giants. Okay then, so that was a good attack right there. It's only 10 minutes in, so I'm going to go load up another one and see how it goes as well. Okay, so we've got another interesting one here. We've got another mass archer attack. So how many is this compared to the archer attack we watched in the last video? So a whole lot more. So in the previous video, we had 135 archers coming for us. Now we've got 170 with 10 wall breakers helping them get in. It looks like it's pretty much just as ineffective, though, with only 30,000 of each stolen. I would expect, once again, that almost all of these resources came from the mines and collectors around the outside. Like I said, I was sort of inactive, and like if I had been more active, both I would have had clan castle guys in the clan castle, and I would have had those resources collected when my shield was down. So should be interesting to see how this guy does against us. Interesting to see how his wall breakers are going to work, though, as well, because maybe he'll group up his archers and try to break into the center, but with only archers, that's a pretty bad combination. Okay, 4 archers or so down with the town hall. Fine with that. They'll just give me a shield for that. But let's see where the rest of the guys are going to come in. The thing is, wall breakers and archers don't work great together because holes in walls just make your archers bunch up and attack them together. Okay, a heavy attack, grouping up guys, but at the same time spreading them out. Okay, focusing them in. So he knows those will go for the inner walls, which is good for him. Doesn't look like he has very many making it to the inner walls. So yeah, one made it to the inner walls but didn't detonate. Zoom in a bit here. They're still attacking the town hall on bottom, but that's pretty boring. Mortar in general, see it just finished up, is doing very effective. The outer one, it just died. Now the inner mortars are firing, and he's basically no chance to get in there and do any damage to them. He can come through the hole in the wall he created himself, but that means it's in range. Any archers that come through there are in range of 2 mortars. As you can see, he's doing a good job of spreading out his archers, but now comes the problem I just mentioned. Like, what do they do now? They start funneling through the hole. Actually, the wizard tower is there too, so that's a lot of splash damage right there. Once again, my storages, or my mines and collectors, are very full, so that's not the best plan. You can see on the left, like, he's only barely getting over to those now. Guys coming through the middle with a hole, like I predicted, getting completely splashed up. Look at this guy as well. Imagine if he had just like 10 barbarians in this army, or two giants. He could just put one of those down, or 5 barbarians, and put them through the hole, and that would distract the wizard tower and the mortars at first. Then you deploy archers behind them. The wizard tower and the both mortars take a couple extra shots to kill those barbarians or giants, and wham, your archers will be busting through all sorts of stuff and getting into the storages. That would have been a much better plan right there at breaking open my base. Beyond that, he did a good job of spreading out his archers. Like, he was clearly very aware of the splash damage. He just could have been a lot better capable of dealing with it if he was more spread out. Okay, so let's I think we'll use his base as our review at the end, but in the meantime, let's go on the attack once again, because it looks like our army is nearly trained up. So I will be back in just a second when this army is complete, guys. Hello everyone, we are back, or more like I am back, because that was a very short transition for you, but a couple long 4 to 5 minutes for me. So let's see, here's our army. Full, complete, and everything is queued for next time. So, yes, let's go, once again, attacking again. Yeah, a bit longer on the videos. I know some of you guys really like the longer videos, so hey, this is for you guys. I was actually just looking over some questions I've been getting for my question and answer video, which I will be recording right after this. That's a good gold count. And someone was like, longer videos, please. And I'm like, dude, my videos are really long already. But I'll talk more about that then. 105,000 gold. Do I want to try to find more is the question. I mean, we had a couple just over this that I've accepted for ponage in the last couple attacks. But do I want this? I feel like might be able to hold out for more, but you know what? I'm just going to do this one. It's not bad, and yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to attack into the bottom where the air defense is very exposed, obviously. All the giants start with a wall breaker. When you can deploy wall breakers right next to the walls, you can just deploy them without any protection, because there's no chance that they can actually shoot you, because they don't have enough reaction time. Even if they can one-shot you, they have no reaction time. If you rewind the video, you'll notice that wall breaker actually did not take any damage. This guy's got a pretty good base layout with these walls, but you know what? That makes the defenses more spread out, which just means Healer Giant is going to ruin your day. I'm also going to deploy guys a bit more heavily, partially because Elixir doesn't matter to me, and partially because I'm not going to be attacking after this, so I can queue up a bigger army to replace this. Also, just because these two defenses over here are just asking to be shot up. And finally, this Archer Tower on the bottom right. If the Giants had gotten out of range, it would actually start shooting the healer, and I don't want that to happen. So yes, that's why I deployed guys more heavily down there. 3 defenses left. I guess I could deploy the exact same sort of combination on the top left. It's sort of a symmetrical base, spiral symmetry, you'll notice. I think I'll do that, as you'll notice from the fact that I'm dropping guys. So, with no splash damage left, you really don't have to be careful about deploying your infantry. So nice to not worry about it. But those archers will just have a field day shooting right over those walls. And the barbarians will be stoking up fire for them, just because that's what they're good at. This guy's base will drop very quickly now that all of his stuff is gone. And, let's see, he does have a couple things in the corners. I won't deploy on the bottom, or on the left corner one, but I did deploy on the right side just because nothing was going in that direction, just to speed up this attack a little bit. Enjoy your 16-hour shield, and thank you for your 100 and so thousand resources. Yep, I feel sort of bad punching a level 33 in the face like this, but, well, you had the resources, and you donated them to the fund of the Flammy. Okay, so 29 resources, 105,000 gold, and 38,000 elixir. Once again, light in the elixir just like in the last video, but it's alright. Yeah. Okay, so that is going to wrap it up for this video. But, of course, I need to wrap it up with the question that you guys love. And that is, how would you attack a base? So, whose base should we use? I haven't reviewed these ahead of time, so you know what? Let's go check out Sanchez's base here, who attacked us recently. And if it's, like, super destroyed, I might not pick it. Otherwise, Sanchez, you're going to get the critique of a lifetime. Interesting. So, higher Town Hall 8. So yeah, you know, I'm going to pick this just because it's a higher Town Hall level and we haven't had any of these yet. So I'll select the defenses so you can see what's up. But clearly he's got a lot of gold in this gold storage. Yeah, nearly 700,000 in this one alone. So where's the other one? Probably opposite? Nope, it's right here. So he's got 4 storages in the middle. 2 mortars and a wizard in the middle as well. Wizard level 3 though. That's not very high. If you think about my defenses, I'm only at Town Hall 7. My wizards are both, one is 4 and the other one's getting close to 4. Also, his mine right down here is very full, 24,000 resources in it. So this guy's clearly got a lot on the line here. Actually, I believe he revenged me, so I don't think I could attack this even if I wanted to, because this would be a good one. He's got a lot of stuff here. Okay, cannon on the outside, undefended, air defense. This is going to be a very spread out defenses, so there will be several interesting ways to attack this. Any more? Okay, those are all just resources, which means this inner ring is going to have his own stuff. He does have Dark Elixir. Let's see if he's got any in it. Barely any, 200, so not much to be able to be stolen. Well, you can only steal about 10 of that, by the way. Elixir Collector. Interesting, he protects that Elixir Collector more. 2 Wizard Towers on that side. That's going to be very interesting. Archer Tower. Archer Tower. Archer Tower. Very spread out defenses. That's sort of the note to take away. Actually, that was a very high level cannon. Level 10? That's one of those golden cannons. Okay, guys, so how would you attack Sanchez's base here? I'd like to hear what your army compositions are, and how you would deploy them. So let me know in the comments, guys, and always enjoy reading them. That's it for this episode. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, have a great day.